Now, he trained a group of people mentally, physically, spiritually, economically, right? He also corrected a group of people. The number one things that kills families, that kills communities, is the fact that no one can be corrected. The moment someone is corrected, we start ego tripping, right? We start losing our mental capacity or our emotional capacity, and we forget our commitment to love, to obedience, to sacrifice, to being submissive to one another, right? um he sent, right? So that means if he sent you, he has given you an assignment to fulfill, and you have to produce results according to that assignment. Now, the other thing that he did within his delegation and also discipleship, what they both entail, right, these two words, is evaluation. Okay, if you were given an assignment and you had to report back to what it is that you have done, you should have done it at a high level. You should have done it with all excellence in mind. You should have done it or completed the assignment, right, with a dedication, right, with a high reverence, because you're not doing it only for you, you're doing it for those that you say you love, okay? So evaluation. And he reassigned or given disciples roles, right? Roles are important in families. Let me tell you why. Everybody can't do everything, and every person who has leadership qualities can't do everything. Everyone has to what? Carry a load, carry a responsibility. Now, why does this matter? Because as we all know, miracles end in a moment, right? They don't last all the time. But guess what lasts? Discipleship. Discipleship creates generational continuity, generational community thinking, right? Discipleship creates the common unity. Now, I do not want you only to think about discipleship and or delegation only from a viewpoint of ministry, only from a viewpoint of your church building, right? Discipleship and delegation starts in the family, okay? If you can't hold your role in your family assignment, how can you hold your role wholeheartedly and faithfully in another environment? It will be impossible. And if you can do it in another environment, you're only doing it because you have a motive in mind, right? You have something that you're trying to gain out of this, okay? Now, this is the work that made greater works possible. We're going to get into it. This is what makes greater works possible. What are they? It is reframing, right? He reframed the law for us where we can observe it and demonstrate it in a way that was practical. He restored us from what? Our ailments and things of that nature to get us back on course so that we can fulfill our assignment or fulfill our role within our family. He liberated us mentally and also spiritually. So therefore, we will not what? Cause chaos. We will not cause a fracture in the people and also in ourselves. Okay. And he also focused on stewardship, and he also focused on delegation.